Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Rebellion here, and I'm back with another spawn tube tutorial for Modern Warfare. Now before I begin, I do recommend that for most of these spots that I'm about to show you, that you guys should try out using the incendiary rounds if you're getting hit markers with the high explosives. And even though it seems like there was a slight nerf to thermites, incendiaries, I think in my opinion, have a better chance of killing the enemies even with EOD, because especially if you stick them with this from across the map, even with EOD, they're pretty much dead. And with high explosives, you can't exactly stick them. So, yeah, I do recommend you guys try using the incendiary rounds for most of these spots. And yeah, so with that being said, let's go ahead and begin. Starting off with the first map, Hovec Sawmill, I'll be showing you guys 5 spots in total. So that'll be 2 for attacking side and 3 for defending side. First spot is how to tube the enemies that run straight forward and go along to the right path up the stairs, right in front of the mess hall building, or if they're planning to go up the mid right here. So what you'll want to do to get the tube to land in that spot, if you're standing on the right side of the team like I am right now, what you're going to do is look in between the window right here and the corner of the front of the building right here. So right in the middle, or pretty much to the right side of this window right there. So just like that. Now for this one, you're going to have to eyeball it because as you can see there's not really any clouds that you can use to help you determine your aim. But what I've come up with is to aim it to the height of where the smoke starts to transition into the white smoke. So it's going to be like right about there. So again, this may be a little bit of a guess, and you'll have to eyeball it a little bit. But the more you do it, the more you'll get used to it. So it's going to be right about there. So again, aim to the right of the big window of the sawmill building. Aim all the way up. And kind of estimate where the smoke transitions into white smoke. So right about there. Okay, when you have this aimed up, when the timer hits 0, you're going to wait for 1.5 seconds, and then you're going to shoot. So nothing extra, you're just gonna just shoot it right away, stationary, like so. Okay, and when you do that correctly, the tube will land right here, so right before they go into the mess hall building, or before they run up the middle right here. This is where it will land. And if you are on the left side of the team, like where I'm standing right now, then you'll just have to look directly at the window, and then again aim to the height of the transition of the smoke to the left of you. So it's going to be right about there. And again, wait 1.5 seconds, and then shoot. So just like that, pretty much in the exact same spot as before.
Their best players go to B.
Best players go to B?
Yeah.
Yeah, their best players go to B.
No, I'm saying their best players. They rush B a lot.
I need a challenge, bro. I'm going to B.
Next spot, I'll be showing you guys how to tube the enemies that run towards the left, up the hill, up to the beekeepers section of the map. Okay, and to get the tube to land in that spot on the right side of the map, what you want to do is, when the timer hits 0, you're going to run up to this plant right here, like so. And then you're going to look slightly to the left of B, so right about there, or where that pot is. And then you're going to aim all the way up until you are lined up at the very top of this windmill right here. So right about there. So again, run up to the plant when the timer hits 0. Look to the left of B. Aim up to the top of the windmill. And then again, no need to jump or anything, you just shoot right away, like so. Yep, and just like that, the tube lands right there. So again, when the enemies spawn in, run along the left path here up to the beekeepers area. This is where the tube will land.
Retrieve the bomb and hit those targets. Bomb is in play. Hit the weapon caches.
Now moving on to the defending side, The first spot I'll be showing you is how to tube the enemy straight down the middle, just over the sawmill building, and just slightly in front of the bomb, right about here. So to get the tube to land in that spot, what you want to do is look up right here in the middle of these trees, and look more towards the right of it, so in between this cable and this tree, so right about there. And then you're going to aim all the way up. Now there's this cloud right here, which, let's be honest here, looks like a massive dong. I know, okay. And then we have this fainted cloud right in front of it, which, you know, could be looked at as something else. But yeah, we're gonna look at the in between the cable and this tree right here. Aim all the way up. Now this may be hard to see, but this little fainted cloud right here ends right about there. I'll mark it for you, just in case you can't see it. Yeah, so right about there, that is the height for this tube. So again, in between the cable and the tree, right there, aim to the height of the top of the fainted cloud to the right about there. Okay, when you have this aimed up properly, you don't need to jump or anything like that. Again, you just shoot right away. Oh, you want to wait 2 seconds and then shoot, like so. Okay, if done correctly, the tube will land right here just in front of the bomb. So when they spawn in, run straight forward, grab the bomb. Either they run straight or left or right. This is where the tube will land.
Switching sides. Assets identified. We need to keep them intact.
Next spot, I'll be showing you guys how to tube on the left side of the map, and I'll be showing you how to tube from in front of the tunnel right here, as well as on this hill, but I'll be counting this as one spot since they're both within the same area. So to get the tube to land just outside of the tunnel exit on their side of the map, what you want to do is look up at these two trees right here. Look in the middle, but you're going to look slightly to the left, so a little bit more closer towards this tree. So right about there, and then you're going to aim all the way up to the fainted cloud again, so the very top of it, which is right about there, or sorry, right about there, to determine the height. So again, just slightly to the left, within the middle of these two trees, right there, aim to the top of the fainted cloud to the right side, right about there. And again, wait 2 seconds, and you don't have to, or 2.5 seconds, and you don't have to shoot, jump or anything like that. You just shoot, and this is what it should look like. Yep. So right about here. So the moment that they exit this tunnel and go left, straight down this path, this is where the tube will land, hopefully getting killed right off the bat.
Asset locations confirmed. Defending them is critical. Got a VTOL.
And then to get the tube to land on the little hill closer towards the sawmill building, what you want to do is look directly in the middle of these two trees this time, and then aim all the way up, and then you're just going to aim to the top of the dong. Yes, the tip. Just the tip. Right there. So again, in between these two trees, aim all the way up to the height of the very tip of the dong cloud over there. Okay, and just like before, you just shoot right away, or you wait 2.5 seconds and then you shoot, like so. Okay, and if done correctly, the tube will land right here going against this rock. So whether they run to the right here through this little gardening tunnel, you can get them with that tube, or if they run straight forward, and go up the hill right here, the tube will land right there on the rock. So 2 ways to get them if they're making a push toward the B bomb site.
I mean, the termite would take was
Asset locations confirmed. Defending them is critical.
For a minute, I was thinking about transferring back to Calabasas.
What?
And for the last spot, I'll be showing you guys how to tube the enemies that run along to the left side of the sawmill building, headed towards the A bomb site. So to get the tube to land over there, what you want to do is when the timer hits 0, you're going to run up into this corner right here, and then you're going to look at this tall tree right here, and then aim to the height of the tip of the dong right there. Aim just slightly above it though, so right about there. Okay, and when you have this aimed up, you're going to make sure that you shoot it within 3 seconds, so that way you give the enemies no time to reach that spot. But after that, what you want to do is jump and shoot. So this is the only spot where you would actually jump and shoot your tube. So one more time, when the timer at 0, run up to this corner right here, look at the tall tree and aim just slightly above the tip of this cloud right here. So right about there. Okay, and when you have this aimed up, you're going to jump and shoot, like so. So just over this building, to the left of this tower, and the tube will land right here alongst this path. So again, when you run straight forward and make a left, and they push up towards A, this tube will land right here, hopefully stopping those enemies that push toward that bomb site.
Asset locations confirmed. Defending them is critical. Cruise missile, go for launch.
And now I'll be showing you guys how to tube on the new version of the original COD 4 map Backlot called Talsik Backlot. For this map, I'll be showing you guys 4 spots in total. So that's 2 for attacking side and 2 for defending side. Starting off with the attacking side, the first spot I'll be showing you how to tube the enemies that run straight forward up to the construction building on the left side of the map. So to get the tube to land there next to the plywood, what you want to do is when the timer hits 0, you're going to run up to this pillar right here. So we have the first one, the second one, and the third one. You want to run up to the second one right here in the middle. Just like that. And then what you want to do is look up, and you'll notice that there is a outline of a dark cloud right here. Goes around, and it drops down, and it kind of goes back up again. You want to aim where this cable line crosses this dark cloud. So it's going to be right about there. Of course, I'll mark it for you so you can see what I'm looking at. So right there is where you want to aim. Okay, and then when you have this aimed up, you just shoot right away. And you want to do this pretty fast because the enemies can run over to construction site over there pretty fast if you have double time and are running with like a knife or a pistol. So one more time, timer hits 0, run up to the pillar, aim up at that cloud where the line crosses it. So this is what it should look like. Okay, and if done correctly, the tube will land right here, like I said. When with the timer hits 0 and the enemies run straight forward and make a right, this is where the tube will land.
Stand there. I'm gonna stand there so you can get another one, dude. I'm gonna.
What I say yesterday, little dude.
If you
What
want
I say yesterday about the tech special.
I know, bro. I didn't believe it until now.
Got the bomb.
Hey, you can back us out if you want, bro.
The next spot I'll be showing you guys how to tube the defenders that run straight to their left, headed towards the back alley right here. So to get the tube to land over there, What you want to do is when the timer hits 0, you're going to run up to this corner right here where this pillar is. Just like that. And then you're going to look up and aim in between the top of this fence right here and the cross. So right there in between those two. Okay, and when you have this aimed up, again, you don't have to do anything extra. You can just shoot right away, stationary, like so. Yep, and just like that, the tube lands right here in this alley. So again, when the timer hits 0 on this side, the defenders, they run straight to the left, right here. This is where the tube will land.
Retrieve the bomb and hit those targets. Bomb is in place. Protect the carrier.
Moving on to the defending side, the first spot I'll be showing you is how to the enemies straight down the main path right here, next to the car. Now for these last two spots, even though I did say I recommend the incendiaries, if you want to blow up the car, which is where this tube will land, to blow up, then you would want to use the high explosive. So these next two spots, I would recommend the high explosive rounds. But you can still use the incendiary rounds as well. But yeah, to aim towards that spot, you're going to look up before the round starts. There's going to be a little white cloud, maybe hard to notice, but it is surrounded by the gray area around it right here. So right about there. And you want to aim to the bottom right of it. So right about there. So I'll mark that for you so you can see if you can't see it. So right about there, that's where you want to pre-aim before the timer hits 0. And when the timer does hit 0, what you want to do is wait for 1 full second, and then you want to back up for another second, and then jump and shoot as you're still backing up. So you want to do this so that the tube goes at a shorter distance, and by doing that, the tube will land next to the car. So let me show you what this looks like. Timer hits 0. 0, 1, 2. Yep. So again, just like that, the tube will land right here next to the car. So if you don't kill them initially with your initial tube damage, the car should help give you that extra damage boost. And it does take about 5 seconds for them to run up to where the car is. So hopefully this stops them for you right off the start. And of course, this may not work if you are at the back of the team, but don't worry, I do have a workaround for you. So if you're in the back or the middle of the team, what you want to do is, when the timer hits 0, instead of waiting for 1 second, you're going to use that first second to run forward, basically up to where the front of the team would be, which is right there. And then you're going to back up and then jump and shoot like you would if you were at the front. So this is what it should look like. Aim up again, timer hits 0, 0, 1, 2. Okay, we do that. Again, the tube lands in the exact same spot. So yeah, if you're at the back of the team, you just have to run forward a little bit for the first second, and then you back up, jump, and shoot.
Asset locations confirmed. Defending them is critical. Care package arriving.
And the last spot, I'll be showing you guys how to tube the attackers that run straight to the right when the round starts, either down this alley or towards the back of the taxi building right here. So to get the tube to land in that spot, what you want to do is, during the pre-round timer, you're going to look up and there's going to be an opening of this big white cloud right here in front of you. So right there is where you want to look. I'll mark that for you just in case you can't see that. That cloud right there, the little opening, and you want to aim slightly to the left of it. So it's going to be right about there. I'll mark that for you as well, just in case you couldn't see it. Yep, so just slightly to the left of the opening of this big white cloud. So right about there is where you want to aim. Okay, and then when the timer hits 0, just like the first spot, you're going to wait for 1 full second, and then you're going to back up, jump, and shoot. But you want to back up and move towards the left, because you want to be able to clear the tall building that you're going to see in a second, in order for this tube to actually land on the ground. So again, to the left of that little opening of the cloud, timer hits 0, wait for 1 full second, back up towards the left, jump and shoot. So this is what it should look like. 0, 1, 2. So if you do that correctly, the tube will land right here in the opening of this path. So whether they make a left right here or go around headed towards the back of the taxi building, the tube will land right here, also blowing up the car, hopefully doing some extra damage for you to get a kill.
Asset locations confirmed. Defending them is critical.
Thank you guys for watching. If you found this tutorial helpful in any way, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more tutorials just like this one, or other spawn tubing clips and compilations, please feel free to subscribe to the channel as well. The next tutorial I plan on doing is for the map Hard Hat, which should be coming out later this season if the map turns out to be a decent tubing map. Hopefully it is. And yeah, hopefully these spots have been helpful. If you do manage to get any kills with them, please leave a comment down below. I would love to know. So yeah, with all that being said, thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.
The night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated.